Welcome back, viewers and followers of Celeb Corner KE. As you all know, we have been tackling the case and the hearing of the impeachment of the deputy president of the Republic of Kenya for the last 3 days since the case started at Milimani Law Courts, where a bench of three judges is currently overseeing the case led by Justice Eric Ogola, Frida Mugambi, together with Justice Morima. Now, yesterday something happened which suggests that it is a big blow to Rigathi Gachagua on what might happen today. Today on Friday, Sasaba at 1 is when the final decision, or let me say, the ruling will be made in regard to the certain the certain case and petition that had been filed to recuse the three judges for being biased. Now, let's sit down and discuss this in another dimension. The three judges, you know, they have been accused of being biased. And Frida Mugambi has been left out, though there was also a paragraph that was paragraph 16 in one of the petition, which yesterday Justice Ogola forced advocate or counsel Degwa Njiro to read. And the said paragraph was a paragraph that suggested Frida Mugambi was a student of Professor Kithure Kindiki at Moi University, LLM student. Now, this is something that made Kenyans mad because after due diligence was done and Professor Tom Ojienda Senior Counsel, who is a representative of the Senate together with the National Assembly and the President, claimed that there is no way you can accuse Frida Mugambi of being a student of LLM at Moi University, yet it is public knowledge that the Moi University does not have an LLM course, which means that these were just bare allegations to trying to recuse the judges from taking up their position. Another one that was seen is where Degwanjiro read a certain paragraph where he accused Justice Frida Eric Ogola and mostly his wife for being rewarded with a job by the presidency through Soipani Tuya. Not only that, they also brought in an allegation on Judge Morima, who they claimed was a close ally and associate and also a friend to the current Speaker of National Assembly, Amason Kingi. Now, being a friend to somebody or also being a student to somebody cannot be a matter of, or cannot be a matter of you to bring up a case of biasness or whatever, because as Professor Githo Muigai tried to tell the advocates yesterday and learned friends of his who are representing the deputy president and the petitioners, Professor Githo Muigai told them that he has taught law for the last 38 years. And teaching law for the last 38 years means he has taught about a quarter or 3/4 of the law students in this republic, which means even those, most of them representing Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua, have been taught by Professor Githo Muigai, Senior Counsel, former Attorney General of the Republic of Kenya, who is also representing the Senate, the National Assembly, and the President at large. Now, this baseless accusation yesterday that were brought between what were brought over the judges became a matter and a bone of contention that is supposed to, the final decision is supposed to be delivered today. But these also brought out another picture of how the Gachagua lawyers are trying to make things and stall things. Also, the conservatory order that had been given starting from date 22, which was on Tuesday, date 23, which was on Wednesday, 24th, which was on Thursday, and date 25th, which is today. They were not given an extension. Justice Ogola said you cannot seek for us to go ahead and extend the conservatory orders, yet you believe we as the bench of the judges are biased and you want us to give to rule in your favor when it comes in matters that benefit you. Now, this is where I mean, lawyers Degwanjiro and other counsels representing the deputy president proved beyond reasonable doubt that their matter was to try and solve the case. But now the judges are tired of the whatever nonsense that these people are trying to put before the court of law, and this might lead to a ruling that will even see the judges overthrow out the conservatory order because they have seen whatever is going on. And if they throw out the conservatory order and even hand over the case, let me tell you, once the conservatory orders are lifted, then these will leave a very small room or a small window for the president together with his team to swear in the new appointed deputy president of the Republic of Kenya, Kithure Kindiki. I want you to listen to whatever Professor Tom Ojienda said, that as seen one Bwana Ndegwa Njiro to make noise all over social media, trying to prove to people of the Republic of Kenya that there is nothing that they can do. Tomo Jenda said ruling on recusal at 1 p.m. tomorrow, which is today, conservatory orders not extended, which means that the government has a window to swear in Kithure Kindiki as the next deputy president of the Republic of Kenya. Now, let's go back to Ndegwanjiro. Ndegwanjiro says that there is no possibility of Mr. Kindiki being sworn in. The conservatory order issued in Kerugoya is still in force. I dare Mr. Ojienda, Professor Ojienda Tom, to go on and have the man from Tharaka Nithi sworn in. Now, it has been proven beyond reasonable doubt that the Kerugoya conservatory order is something that has become a bone of contention, but also seems to be thrown out of the window every minute because once it is brought, it is supposed to be combined with the other conservatory order, even at Milimani Law Court. Now, the judges are tired of the stalling. The judges are tired of the accusations and the recusal that has been brought against them. And I assure you that today they are going to rule against Ndegwanjiro. They are going to rule against the petitioners. They are going to hand over the win to the Senate, the National Assembly, the Attorney General, and the President. They're going to hand over the winning to them. Now, if they do so, there is a high possibility that now this leaves a room for President William Ruto to use the power that he has to go ahead and make sure that Kithure Kindiki is sworn in as the next deputy president of the Republic of Kenya. Nelson Avi yesterday proved that, you know what, the lawyers that are representing the president, the deputy president, are lawyers that are, and mostly Ndegwanjiro, I approved beyond reasonable doubt that their intention uh, is to stall and also shame the profession of law. I want to read a certain tweet that Nelson Avi has quoted. Here, somebody by the name Etemesi tells him, "We need to bring back the pride of the profession. The courtroom is not a baraza of wazee where one speaks their minds without wisdom just because they are paid." Thank you, Mwami Nelson Avi, for reminding us who we are and what we should stand for. Now, it seems that no matter what these people are going to do, there is a high possibility that the deputy president is going to be sworn in. Now, what if the day Kithure Kindiki is sworn in as the deputy president, if these conservatory orders expires? Now, if the conservatory orders expires, Now these leaves for a room for these people to swear in Kithure Kindiki. Now after the ruling by the High Court today, uh, that means they have a room. Now if they swear in Kithure Kindiki, even if Gachagua goes to the Court of Appeal or proceeds to the judicial, and even he wins, after winning the case, there is no way that that will be beneficial for him, because they will have already sworn in a new uh, deputy president. They will have a new deputy president. So, which means we can't have two deputy presidents according to the constitution and the law of the republic. So Gachagua might win the case after delaying it, but that will be later after the swearing in has already been done. But that will be of no benefit to him. All he can do with winning the case then is maybe clear his name and maybe be viable to buy for another political seat in the near future, but not to go ahead and continue holding the office as the deputy president of the republic. So he might be cleared, but not to continue being the deputy president of the republic. It is a circus that Gashagua's lawyers brought into the court yesterday, and the circus has proven beyond reasonable doubt not to be beneficial to them. You know, even lawyers like Ndego Njiru have started losing their credibility, the trust that the people held in them. It has lost its cause. Ndego Njiru yesterday was torn down by Professor Tomo Jenda, by Justice Eric Ogola, and others, proved beyond reasonable doubt that, you know what, you can't make the you can't only be. First of all, Ndego Njiro went ahead to quote Ahmed Nasri. Ahmed Nasri is not a judge in the High Court. Ahmed Nasri, being a senior counsel, he is not the rule of law. He is not the constitution of the Republic of Kenya. And that's where their incompetence was proven yesterday. It forced senior counsel Paul Muite to come to rescue of Bwana Ndegwanjiro. Not only Ndegwanjiro, also another man that was torn yesterday and beyond reasonable doubt was Kibe Mungai. Kibe Mungai started quoting things that had not even been said in the court of law, which means their credibility is lost. They began very well, proving that they can, that is why Nelson Avi tells us that the DP's team used all their ammunition to kill the rat, but they left the elephant to run away. Listen to him. Rigathi Gachagua's advocates exhausted all ammunition on a rat and left the elephant to run away, which means that they have lost their credibility. They have used all the ammunition they had. Now it's about time they allow the real hearing, because they have been, first they started with the Deputy Chief Justice Philomena Mwelo, saying that herself being the person that selected the panel which was to rule in the case of Rigathi Gachagua was unconstitutional. But it was proven beyond reasonable doubt that she had the powers to do so. Now, after DCJ Mwilu, they turned to try and discredit the judges and also ask for the recuse of the bench. Now, this one again has proved to be a circus that will go nowhere. Now, the real hearing and the real matters are matters about Gachagua not receiving a fair hearing. Will that even be hard with the nonsensical and the game that they have been playing all along? I don't think it will be hard. If these conservatory orders expires and it's ruled out, then the government will have a very small window. Even if it has a window of 3 hours, that will be enough for them to swear in the new deputy president. Subscribe.